Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and today having a look at a puzzle with quite a lot of markings, all of them quite short in the grid. It's called Giants Deep by 99% Sneaky. It's been recommended to us by others than the author, and really looking forward to giving it a go. So that'll be today's puzzle. Don't forget, of course, that you can check out all of our apps on the links under the video. 100 puzzles in each, or 60 in the gas ones, and they are very good value for the amount of puzzling time and practice you get there. Give them all a go. We have Killer Sudoku, we have Arrow Sudoku as apps, we have Thermo Sudoku, we have Domino Sudoku, and that probably covers the various types in this puzzle, but there's some good fun to be had there. Also, of course, on Patreon, good fun to be had from the 1st of every month to the 20th. And of course, all those past puzzle hunts are available if you want to check them out. There's been some great content on Patreon over the years. Do check it all out. We love it when you join us there. We love it when you buy our merchandise. We love it when you comment on the videos. We love it when you get Sven's SUDOKU pad. We love interaction with you guys. So thank you for all you do in the great community that you are. Now, thanks to 99% Sneaky for this puzzle. Giants Deep, it's called. And I'm going to go through the rules now. We've got normal Sudoku rules, 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Then we have a plethora of markings in the grid. Digits along arrows sum to the digit in the attached circle. So those two add up to that one. Digits in a grey square are even. Digits in a grey circle are odd. That doesn't necessarily apply to the thermo bulbs, just the loose grey circle, which is this one, I think. Digits in a cage sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, so those two add up to 8. Digits along thermos increase from the bulb to the tip. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive, and digits separated by a black dot have a 1:2 ratio, so one is double the other. There we go. Those are the rules, the kind of standard rules for these markings, if you will, if you've followed us on the channel before, and we're delighted if you have. But don't worry if you haven't, because this will still be a fun ride, I believe. So let's get cracking. Okay, so where do we start here? This is one of those puzzles where you have to be very careful finding a place to start, because there are so many clues. It's like the opposite of fog of war. It's kind of fog of too much information, because in fog of war, you're directed to one area of the grid. Here, you have to find the bit that matters, and there's a lot of clues. Cripes, I don't know where we go. Okay. This is even. There's an even in this cage. There's at least one even there. Ah, look at this thermo. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I'm not going to fully pencil mark this thermo, but the lowest digit that could sit in this cell, which is the 4th digit along the thermo, is therefore 4. So you could theoretically write 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as the candidates if you were fully pencil marking. But that's not appropriate for this cell because it's on a black dot. The digits that can sit on a black dot in a Sudoku do not include 5, 7, and 9 because they have neither a half nor a double digit that is in the Sudoku family. So that is 4, 6, or 8, and we could colour it blue for even. Now that is very interesting because we can obviously colour all the given squares blue for even. I'm doing this because I'm now seriously wondering whether this puzzle is going to become a parity shading puzzle, which is a surprise given that that hasn't really been its vibe. Now, the point of doing this is we've now got 2 evens in this box, in box 4. There's going to be another one in this 11 cage because it must be made up of one odd orange and one even blue cell. Any odd total of 2 digits uses one of them as odd and one of them as even. What that all means is that there is only a maximum of 1 even digit on this black dot. Now there are 5 possible black dot pairs. 1, 2, 2, 4. No, there are 4. 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, and 3, 6. Only 2 of them don't use 2 even digits. And that means that this black dot is either 1, 2 or 3, 6. It has to be one of those. And these remaining digits in the box are odd. So this one is 7, 5 or 3. I'm still not going to pencil mark the rest of the thermo because I'd be putting 5 digits in each cell, and that's almost too many. Right, on the black dot here, opposite of 4 we could have 2 or 8, opposite of 6 we could have 3, opposite 8 we could have 4. Oh, here's a neat question. Where does 9 go in column 1? It does not go on an arrow, and it does not go in an even cell. So it's in one of those 2. So it's not in this cage, and therefore 2 is not in this cage. And that strengthens the case for this being a 1-2 cage. Oh, right, here's a lovely way of looking at this box now. If this wasn't a 1-2 cage, where do 1 and 2 go in the box? This is absolutely gorgeous. If this wasn't a 1-2, think about this for a second. Pause the video if you're not sure where I'm going with this, because it's really interesting. And have a think about it. But here we go. If this wasn't a 1-2 cage, where do 1 and 2 go in this box? They can't go in the 11 cage. 1 can never go in it, and 2 can't go in it because 9 can't go in it, because we've discovered 9's in one of those cells in the box. Therefore, 1 and 2 would both have to be in these cells. What would that do to these arrows? It would make them at least 3, 4, 5, and 6. What do they add up to? The answer is 18. So these circles will now have to add up to 18 at least. The only way you could put Sudoku digits in 2 cells to make them add up to 18 is if they were both 9, and that breaks Sudoku rules, and that is an incredible start to the puzzle. 99% sneaky may have achieved the last 1% there. So 1 and 2 must be in this black dot because they can't go in, they can't both go here in the box. One of them could, but that doesn't matter anymore because neither of these are a 1 or a 2. In fact, 1 in the column must be on one of those arrows now by Sudoku, although I'm not going to pencil mark that. I hope this helps, by the way. If it doesn't, it's frustrating. That now means 1 and 2 are in those cells. These... I don't know. Oh, don't tell me that doesn't do anything. It's such a brilliant discovery. It can't be accidental. It's a fantastic start, but it doesn't seem to do a vast amount. Oh, hang on though. The other even digits in the box are 4, 6, and 8. So one of them's in here. Well, I kind of knew that anyway. Can that be an 8? This would be a 1, that would be a 9. I don't know. I mean, these boxes are so full of markings, there must be much more going on. I mean, do shout if you can see something, but be aware that I can't actually hear you. And I'm going to therefore have to go at my own pace. 1, 2 there. I don't know. Let's look along the row. Okay. This could be 2, 4. But that would be 6 or 8, and 6 or 8 would be in here as well. No, I don't know. I don't know where I'm meant to be looking next. Sorry. I don't know even how I stumbled across this stuff. That was really neat. Maybe I should do more here. Okay, 3 of these cells are odd and 1 is even. That's worth thinking about. So the total of those 4 cells is an odd number. So the total of those 2 is an odd number. The total of these as an odd number is at least 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 is 11. No, I don't know. I thought we were going to get something done, and I don't really see how to do it. Okay, I'm marking this up while I'm remembering that I'm not doing it. It's not thrilling. This thermo, it ends in a white dot. This could be an 8-9 ending on the thermo. If it wasn't, where would 9 go in the box? It would have to go in one of those cells, which would fix 9 over here. So if that's not a 9, 9's up here. If that is a 9, that has to be 8. If that's not a 9, I suppose it could be 8, although could it? That would make this a 4-6 pair. That would make this 8-3. It would make this, I don't know, not 4, but that's... That's not the whole game. Okay, I'm really a bit stuck now. Sorry, I've got to just keep casting around till I can spot something else that's fascinating about the puzzle, and it's likely to occur, but... And the odd-even parity colouring ran out a bit. Let's have a look at this column. No, let's have a look at this row maybe first. We've already got 2 evens in it. There must be another one on this white dot. Every white dot has 1 even and 1 odd on. Right, I know the parity of this box. I know the parity of the digits in it. Do think about that if you want. But what to think about is, how could they both be even? We would have 1 even cell there, 2 there is 3, 1 on the white dot is 4. How could this arrow be made up without an even digit? You can't have 2 odds adding to an odd. So that wouldn't work. So this is an odd cage. 1, 7 or 5, 3 in one orientation. This arrow could be, well, it can't be all even. It can't be 3 evens, because that would use up all 4 evens for the box, but you need 1 for the white dot. So the only way this is made, the only sum of parities on this is 1 even and 2 odds. Whether you have 2 odds adding to an even, or an odd and even adding to an even, or even 2 odds adding to an even. No, that was the first thing I said. Well, either way around, it's 2 odds and an even. And I know the parity of this cell. We've got 2 odds and an even here, 2 odds and an even here. That's 4 odds and 2 evens. Every box has 5 odds and 4 evens. So here we need 2 evens and an odd, and that's a domino, 1 of each. So this is even. Now, in this column, that is good, because there's an even there, there's an even there, there's an even there, and we've just marked an even. These 2 other cells are odd. This really is a weird parity exercise. This cell becomes even on the white dot. It's the 3rd even in its row. What else can we do? I was thinking about 9 again. It's now in one of those 2 cells in box 5. It could be on the circle. Otherwise, it must be here. And if it's here, this is 9, 8. These are from 2, 4, and 6, as is the even digit in the arrow cells. Maybe you think about where 7 goes. If it didn't go here, if that was a 3, 5 pair, I don't know, 7 or 9 would be the odd digit on this thermo. Somewhere else, I'm sure the parity colouring I've done has an effect. I wonder where it is though. I'm not sure, but if that was an 8, this would be 1, that would be 9, this would be 4, that would be 6. Oh, hang on. If this is 4, this thermo is fully determined as 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, so this can't be a 2. That's interesting, because this would be a 4 and that would be a 2. Well, that's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. Now, where is 2 in the box? That's a good question. It's going to give us our first digit. No, it's not. No, it's not. I was going to rule 2 out from here. I can rule 2 out from those cells, given their positions on the thermo. 2 can't be there, obviously. For 2 to be here, hang on. This isn't allowed to be double even equals even. So it would have to be with a 3 there. 2 plus 3 equals 5. That would be 1, 7. That would be 9, 8. And this would be a 4, 6 pair. And it does work. Oh, bother. I thought I was going to put 2 in one of these cells, but it hasn't. That has not quite transpired. It was really interesting though, so I think this might be an area to keep focusing on. 2 is either in one of those cells or here now. Of course, this 15 is from 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 2's been eliminated from here. What do we have going on? We have 6 definitely in use in these 3 cells, in these 2 cells even. I think so. If that's an 8-4 pair, that has to be a 6 by Sudoku. Otherwise, this is a 3-6 pair. And so 6 must be in use in one of those 2 cells and not there in the 15 cage. Also not here in the 11 cage, which is now not 2, 9 or 5, 6, but is either 3, 8 or 4, 7. And that means this can't be a 4 because that would be a 3 and this cage couldn't be filled. Interesting. Now this is 6 or 8. This can't be 8 anymore. This is 3 or 4. I didn't think it was going to be 8, but it's nice to prove it. Now, there's only one even on this arrow and circle. So if that was a 4, if that was a 4, what does give here? This can't be 3 plus 4 equals 7, or you can't fill the 8 cage. And it can't be 1 plus 4 equals 5, or you can't fill the 8 cage. It would have to be, if this is a 4, this is a 5, and that's a 9. And this is 1, 7. And that's not going to work. That's brilliant. The remaining digits would be 2, 3, 6, and 8. Right, if this is a 4, this is fabulous. Maybe there's a simpler way of seeing this, but I'm not going to worry about that. If this was a 4, you can't put a 1 here and have a 5. You must remember, this has 2 odds and an even on it. So if that's a 4, the other 2 are odd. But this can't be 1 because that would be 5 and you couldn't fill the 8 cage. It can't be 3 because that would be 7 and you couldn't fill the 8 cage. It can't be 5 because that would be 9. And you now have got only 2, 3, 6 and 8 left to fill the cage. That would have to be a 2-3 pair on the white dot, and you couldn't fill the thermo. So that's not a 4. There's our first digit. 17.5 minutes in, we get a 3 in the puzzle. But it might do some stuff. It obviously looks across the black dot to start with. It obviously looks into this cage and makes it a 1-7 pair. That stops this being a 1 on the thermo. This also can't be a 3 on the thermo because of the digit we just wrote here. That can't be a 7 on the thermo because of the 6 this end, and that means that this must be 5 preceded by 4 now. That's extraordinary. That is definitely right. 5, 4, and this is 2 or 3 on the bulb. Wow. This puzzle just keeps on giving. Now, I worked out earlier that 2, 3, 5 was possible here. Indeed, I don't know, I thought maybe I was about to prove that now, but I'm not sure that I am. So these digits are from 3, 7 and 9. That much I've got. 3, 1, 7. Now, 9 is either there, in which case 6 is there. This would be a 4, 5 pair, and 2 and 8 would be up there. Or 9 is here, and that's 8. 2, 4, 5, 6. That would have to be a 2 with a 5 here. 6 there and 4 there. It's very tightly prescribed if that's the case, but I can't quite see how we figure it out. Oh, hang on. I've just had a very interesting thought. What was the version that gave us 2 and 4 up here? So I said if this is 9, 8 here. No, I've got it wrong. That gave us 4 and 6 up here. No, I can't see. Up here is either a 2-8 pair or a 4-6 pair, depending where 9 goes. That is complicated, actually. Okay, come on. Let's come back to reality and see what else we've learnt, if anything, in other parts of the grid. Because, I could colour that, couldn't I? I was parity colouring faithfully, and I might as well continue. I don't know how those two pan out. I don't know how those two pan out, beyond in both cases them being one of each. That's frustrating. Now, this is either 2, it's not 4. It could be 5 or it could be 6. 2, 5 or 6 there. No, it can't be 2 because we've ruled out 5 being here by putting 5 in there. So it's 5 or 6. This is 8 or 9. Now, where is 2 in this box? It's not on those cells of the thermo. It's in one of those 2 places. That is a bit more straightforward than whatever I was looking for before. So we fill in 1 and 2. 9, 3, 6, 2, 8. That odd digit is not 1 or 7. 2, 6, 3. What's that doing? This can't be 2, 6, 3, 1 or 7. I mean, it can theoretically be 4 at the moment, which is annoying. But it's on this white dot. So it can't be 4, because that would be 3 by thermo and white dot, and we've already had a 3. So this is 5 with a 4 there. 8 with, can't be 8. It would need a 7 here, and 7's in one of those cells. So that is 5 and 9. That's odd. This is even and is 4 or 8. This, if that's a 4, this is a 2. This is even, remember. So 2, 4 or 6. This, I don't know. It might be even, might not be. 3, 1, 7. If that's 5, 4, that's a 6. That's 2, 8, and that's 9. If that's 9, 8, that can't be 9, 8, or it breaks this cell. Good Lord. There we go, 5 or 4, that is a 2, this is 1. I know the colour of 1, it's odd. That's now a 6, that colour's even, this is odd because it's 9. This is a 2-8 pair now. That's not 9, so we can place 9 in box 4. They're still not resolved, but that pair adds up to 11 just as that pair does. Now, 6 in this row is in one of these cells. I don't know which, but I don't really care, because what I do care about is that it turns this into a 7-8 gauge. And in this row, that is going to form a 7-8 virtual pair. In fact, that 4, sorry, I hadn't noticed that. That's made this a 3-8 pair. That's quite a big deal. We get 7 and 4 there. We've got an 8 there, making that 7. And we're away. Look at this. This is starting to fill in now. 1-9 pair there. This group is 3, 4, 6. This is a 2 and a 5. That is a 7 or a 4 by simple arithmetic. Blue, they must be orange. This can't be a 4, so that's 5 or 2. That's a weird little 2-5 pair forming in the column, making the other even digits 4, 6 or 8, I reckon. That 2 is looking up at the bulb here, which makes it a 3. That has become a definite 5. We've got all the oranges in the column and the rest go blue. 4, 6 and 8. The top one can't be a 4. If that's 6 or 8, this is 7, 8 or 9. Connecting to 6, 7, 8 or 9. This is on a white dot that I'd forgotten about. That becomes a 3. 4, 3, 5. We've got 3, 4, 5, 2, 8. This cell is less than 8. I can't be more precise. But oddly, that only leaves 2 or 7. This one is on a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. Now, if that was 7, that breaks on this white dot. It would go 7, 8, 9, 8 again. So that's a 2 now. 2's are blues. That's all the blues in the column. The rest go orange. This is 5 or 7. Sorry, we could never put 8 on that bulb. This is now bigger than 5 and it's not 6. That's become an 8 by Sudoku. That's a 2. This can't be 8 again because 8, 9, 8 happens. So that's 6. This isn't 6. One of these two is 8 because of the white dot. 1 in the box goes there. This is 7 or 9. That's 5, 7 or 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 3. There's a 6 on this pair, so it's a 6, 7 pair. That's going to resolve quite a lot of stuff, including a 7 in that bulb, a 5 down here, 9 there, 4 on the bulb, 8 here, and this seems to have to be a 7 now because it sees 9 and 8. Okay, this is good progress now. 7 is added up without a 6 or a 5, so it's a 3, 4 pair. That fixes 8 and 3 there. Let's get that the right way round. I think that's it. 5, 6, 8, 7, 3, 4. That's a naked 9. I know its colour as well. The other cells in the column are 1 and 2 in some order. We do need a 9 up here. Don't know where that goes yet. 2, 5 pair. 4, 6, 8. Right. This can't be a 5 because that would be 4 and this would be 2 and that would be 6. That's lovely. There's only one way around for the 5, 2 to go without creating a 4, 6 pair there, which would break these two cells. That's really pretty. So since it can't be 2 here and 5 there, it's the other way around. It's 5 on top and 2 below. That gives us 7 here and 3 here. In fact, I think I could have worked out more simply that this 8 cage had to be double odd. That would have been the slightly more relevant way of doing the calculation there. These don't have 3 in, they're both even. That's an odd 5. 5, 3, 2, 7. 1 in the column seems to have to go there now. It can't go in that circle near the top. It's all coming together. I like it. Just a bit to do. This is 6 or 8 by Sudoku. That one is 2, 6 or 8. Right, let's add up these. They include 1, 3 and 5 and an even digit. Oh, that hasn't really changed. That's annoying. No, I don't know the answer there. So there's a 5 then maybe in one of those cells. What do we look at next? This pair or that pair, which can't have a 1 or a 5 on. 9, 1, 2, 3, 7. That's 4, 6 or 8. 4, 5 or 6. Oh, goodness, there must be somewhere to go. Right, 3, which is there and in those cells, is on this arrow. Interesting. With, could it be with 1? Yes. Could it be with 2? Yes. And that's it. It can't give a total of 7, 8 or 9 in this arrow. So that is a 4 or a 5. It can't be a 6 because that would have double 3. So this is either 3, 1 or 3, 2, and that's a triple in the box. This is 6 or 8 by Sudoku. That's 4 or 5, therefore. 1, 2, 3. These are from 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just say that for the moment. Now, that is either 2, 3 equals 5 or 1, 3 equals 4. That means that the 5 in the box 1 is there in the corner, not there. And this is now 1, 3, it can't be 4, so that's not a 9. It's 1 or 3. Right, let's do a little bit of colouring where I know my onions on the colouring now. Not many of them, actually. That's 1 or 3, but one of those is a 3, so that has to be 1. Sorry, I'm losing track. 1 there, 6 there. That's not a 6. Now, no 1 here, so this is a 2, 3 pair making 5. That's a 4. 4's a blue, 5's a orange. Now, we're doing well now. We're closing in. We've got a 6, 8 pair in this row, so that's the 5. Can I tackle this arrow? Not. Yes, I can, because I can do this 6, 7 pair. Oh, we've only got 2, 3 and 4 to place in the row. So this is a bit like a thermo. That can't be 2, that can't be 4. The difference between them doesn't work, and that's utterly distressing. Something's gone wrong there. Oh, why did I put that 1 in? Why did I put that 1 in? When did that happen? That happened a little while ago. Quite a little while ago. Too long ago. Embarrassingly long ago. What was that 1 there for? I stuck it in then. I think I misunderstood this column because I didn't see that. There was no right to put a 1 in there. Let's see if I can still recapitulate the rest of the stuff that I was doing. So we've still got 3, 3, one of those is 3. What can 3 go with? This can't be, yeah, I can do the 6, 7 pair. Sorry, I'm just having to unwind my mistakes. It was all about that cell, I just misread it. That's 4 or 5. This is either 3, 1 or 3, 2. This has to be 6 or 8. This has to be 6 or 8. That's still true. 4, 5 pair. 5 in the top row is now there. Now, let's just check. It doesn't go with 3. And this is 6, 8 or 9. Let's say that to start with. But it doesn't go with 3. And this can't be a 4. So that is 6 and that's 1. That is just simple arithmetic again. 5 and 4 there. This is 8, in fact, in this column now. I could have done that before, didn't see it. Let's do the Sudoku we can do. That's become a 6. 3, 4, that's become a 2. 7 and 9 there. Now, I'll do a tiny bit of colouring for us. Here, I've worked out that's odd as well. And then we do those evens. And this odd one is a 1. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to fill in here. Now, that's a little bit more flexibility. 2, 3 or 4 there. 2, 3 or 1 here. But can this be a 3 with a 1, 2 pair? Yes. This can't be a 2. There must be a 1 on this arrow, so that's not a 1. So the 1 in the column is actually here, which feels better, frankly. 6, that can't be 2 or 3 in the column. That's 4, that's 3. This is a 1-2 pair in the corner. That's 2, and that is 3 in the corner. Losing its religion, finally. That's a naked 8. We've got 5 and 9 there. Now we're finishing off, I think, now. That's 9, that's 8, that's 7, that's 9. That's still not done, but we can do 1 and 6 just by the parity colouring. I'll finish the parity colouring for the rest of the grid in a second. It won't take long. 3, 7 on the arrow, so that's got to go with 2, making 9. This is a 4. Right, let's do that parity colouring now. I can see where it all goes. That all goes blue. I think everything else goes orange. If I've hit all the cells, I think I have. They go orange, and that completes the colouring. And then we can do 3 and 4, and we are done. Sorry about the mistake, 2/3 of the way through. Time, 33:33. For a 99% puzzle, that's actually perfect. A 99% sneaky puzzle. Anyway, great fun. I hope a lot of people have a go at that. Super puzzle. Thank you for playing. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.